Welcome to the totally brand new Sig Sauer Experience Center. We are in Epping, New Hampshire. We are just a couple minutes from the New England Dragway. We got sounds of automatics, some target shooting in the background. This place, I was here last week and I made a Facebook post and it kind of went viral with over 6,000 shares. And they actually invited me back for a little bit of a tour. If you like SIG, if you like firearms, this place is absolutely insane. It will make you feel like a kid in a candy shop. Let's go. You know when MrBeast does his videos and he's like, where would you like to shop and you could spend X amount of dollars so quickly? This is the place. Of course, Massachusetts and California compliant. All right, guys, so I'm here with Tyler. Tyler saw my Facebook post and commented and wanted to know if I could come down and he would kind of give me a tour of just how awesome this whole place is. If there's a place that you could come spend 10 grand really quickly. So we have some of these custom builds. Obviously these are just some unique ways to do up you know, your firearms.
Anything you see in this case is something that can be built out of parts that we've got here in the shop. Some of these guns can be bought as they are prepackaged, a little bit of a discount, but basically everything you see here is something you can build out in the shop today. So. And personally, I think one of my favorite points about SIG, I love things that are built in the United States, of course, but what's even better than that is built right here in New Hampshire. Exactly. That's really cool. So our 210 target to the new 210 carry, and then a lot of our classic line 1911s, everything from our standard 1911 railed all the way up to our Emperor Scorpions and a few different varieties. So we have a little bit of everything for our classic line in stock for that.
I didn't really realize how tiny the 938 is. It's 365 size, if not.
Yeah, you can actually be just a hair smaller with that.
Just a hair smaller.
So you are getting back into that 6 to 7 round capacity though.
And then we're getting into some firearms that I'm a little bit more familiar with.
We have our entire classic P series line, everything from our 226 Legion all the way to a M11 or even the venerable SP 2022. All available in about every flavor you can imagine. And then how many, I didn't realize there were this many flavors of 365s. I love my 365 so much, I went and bought a second one. It, to me, is such a great little firearm. We've even got some of the newer ones with the newer optic cuts with the new X series, where we actually have an integrated optic cut with the sights built in.
Yeah, I think my X is like that. Yep.
Yeah, so some of the previous models of the XL, you have the rear sight plate where you lose your rear sight when you mount an optic. So we are starting to get in the newer ones that have the updated optic cuts as well.
Yep, I see that right on that one. That's really nice. Then we have all the different types of 320s. I know some of the SIG haters might make a 320 joke. And again, built in New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, everything in New Hampshire. I mean, even the mags are getting brought in house now. So it's all coming home.
I really like stuff like that. More custom works. I see the SR22X suppressor. I love that on 322. I love my 322.
Honestly, the most fun setup I think we've had in the last year that I've got to play with. It's just the most, just pure shooting joy.
There's nothing better to plink with than a suppressed 22.
Oh yeah, your red dot just sits there on a straight line, doesn't even move, and it's just back to the basics, and there's nothing better than that. And it's not, 90 cents a round or $1 a round. So yeah, at least not this year.
We can thank. Now, I'm unsure what the Legion series is. So this is just kind of a slightly dressed up.
Yeah, so when the Legion series first came out a few years ago, I say a few years, it's been about 6 years now. Legion is basically a refinement of everything that the 226 and 229 and 220 were back then. So you had things like undercuts on the aluminum frame that were not actually seen outside of custom guns. You had a much more increased LPI on the checkering. So you had much more aggressive checkering. You had reduced control sizes. Then you had trigger components that were polished, refined, different geometries. And then you had a nice PVD finish, a much more aggressive grip texture.
So more than just a little bit of cosmetic changes.
Exactly. So that was, you know, everything up to now, the new PVD finishes. And that's just kept going from there. That was also when we started to standardize and release the new X-ray iron sights that have now become standard on a lot of models.
I really like the X-ray sights. Yeah,
that was the line that pioneered it. So now it's evolved all the way into the 320 line as well as the 938 line. The 320 line, it's known for the Legion moniker, is now known for its tungsten grip module. That really makes it one of the probably heaviest striker fire guns at this point out there. So
I love learning new things every day. And we're coming up to Team Sig.
Yeah, so we have...
I know this, I think that's the newest one, right? The Sig 400?
Yep, that's Daniel Horner's basically design. So it's his stock, his triggered idea, muzzle brake, everything. And then we have Lena's...
I see her shooting that
MPX.
on. Yep.
And then we have Max's preference for optic for his MPX setup. So, yeah.
And speaking of MPX, actually, the latest firearm, the last one, or most, I misspoke, it's not the last one. The most recent one was a MPX-K. I really like that.
Yeah, we've got everything from now the copperhead, which was kind of the first, even smaller than K sized. We got the Rattlers now that are really your CQB oriented guns. So you know you can really kind of pick a flavor of your caliber preference, size preference, and we can meet that demand.
And to be clear, you can purchase firearms here. I think a lot of people might have that question.
Yeah.
This is not just a show and tell place. This is
exactly. You can purchase firearms. We can ship firearms. They technicality, they don't ship out of here. We do ship guns though. So if you're an out-of-state resident looking to purchase, we can still complete a purchase for you, and we can ship it to your home FFL. No problem.
This is a dangerous place.
Oh yeah.
You can spend some money, and it keeps going. These are just some previous ones with
showing off a little bit of our red dot variety. So we've got the Romeo 8s, which is a lot bigger window, a lot more robust military style. We've got our Romeo 4s and 5s. We've got our Juliet magnifiers, just showing off a little bit of the versatility of what the Sig red dot offers.
I think for all you Call of Duty nerds, it's the M13 if you didn't know. Basically, that one up there. Really great firearms. And then we finish it off with the Cross.
Cross is our newest overall line. We've got everything from our original Cross now to a little bit more of the hunting variety camo, now to our PRS, which actually has the PRS rail underneath for mounting different accessories.
Yeah, and I think it's a 24-inch barrel instead of 16 or 18.
Yes, and a little bit different taper profile on there. And then we even have our new Born and Raised Outdoors line, which does have that rail as well, and has a unique forend to this line.
Yeah.
And then the PRS and the BRO is what we call that for shorthand, do have an updated pistol grip versus the original models.
Now, when can we get this in 277 Fury? Pretty soon, I hope?
Can't say just yet.
Can't say just yet, but that alone is a really interesting round. And then there's so many accessories. They got different ammunitions here.
A little sneak peek of the museum as we walk by.
Okay, yep. So they do have a museum. I think this is going to be really cool. It's not fully open yet.
Yeah, we're just getting some final touches on that for grand opening.
Which the grand opening is July 15th and 16th?
15th and 16th, starting 10 a.m. on the range, runs 10 to 9 for the store here as well. Vendor Village will be open 10 to 7. First, I believe it was 3,000, or I think it was 3,000 each day. Goodie bag, you can actually go through the vendor Village and go shopping. And they will give you a bunch of freebies and promo items. So yeah. And we'll have food trucks, Flip Flop Guy, 4 different local food trucks as well. We'll have Team Sig here, Adam Vinatieri, March and Milko over there. March and Milko, they'll be here. They're bringing a few Bruins players with them. And then we have our special music guest, Brantley Gilbert. Brantley Gilbert as well coming.
Oh, Brantley Gilbert's coming up here.
Yeah, so he'll be doing a free show that night for just the 15th.
If I wasn't working, I'd be here for sure, but you know, I can't skip out of work just yet. And I think the last time I was here, I thought the interesting thing was the Jack Carr books, because I'm just watching the Terminal List, right? Because the Terminal List.
Yeah,
have you seen it?
Fantastic book series. I've been seeing the trailers for it. I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it. It's really a great.
Tied up with this the last few weeks.
I can understand.
I'm gonna catch up after we get this thing open and running here soon.
All right. Well, you did offer that I could try out the new range.
Of course.
And you have an indoor range here, which is really cool. So I'm gonna run out to my car. I'm gonna get my MPX.
Yeah.
And I will be back right with you shortly.
Sounds good.
How cool was that, guys, for a tour? So now let's grab my MPX and we will go inside, see what it's really like on the range. Just pop the frunk here. Probably not too many Teslas here. I don't think the Tesla Facebook group would like this, but MPX fits perfectly in the frunk.
We got 3 lanes, or well, 3 bays I should say, 10 lanes each. We're gonna get you into range 2 today. So standard range, brief, muzzle pointed in a safe direction at all times. If you should have a malfunction, you're not okay with clearing it, set that pistol down in a safe direction and
one of you guys will come help out.
Yeah, and if we can't figure it out, we got an armor that'll get you all squared away. Get you in here on the lane, show you the target carrier system, pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
Target carrier system. Once you come in here and hit agree, you'll have preset distances all the way out to 25 yards.
Yep.
Everything in between, say you don't want to shoot 25 yards, you want to bump it in a little bit, you can jog it to whatever distance you'd like.
Yep.
And as you progress through courses, I know you had mentioned wanting to come through some courses at some point in time. Once you hit 103, handgun 103, you'll be able to do some drills, program drills in here.
That sounds really cool.
You can do some reloads, do however many rounds, hit a reload, the target will face away from you. It's pretty cool. You also have scenario lights in here. Can strobe with law enforcement strobe, EMT strobes, or fire department strobes, so you can shoot under a stress scenario if you want to.
That's going to be the dream. I gotta take it to the next level, up from just the amateur.
Absolutely. The more courses you get into, the more comfortable, and you're just going to want to keep coming back. So.
And I only live 15 minutes away.
And that is a problem for you, because you're just going to be here all the time.
That is a problem. That is a problem. I think the only other problem, I didn't think of targets.
I'm going to go grab some for you right now. Go ahead and get squared away, and I'll be right back, okay?
Sweet. Thank you so much.
That thing's amazing.
That thing's awesome. That thing's awesome. Yeah. All right, guys. So we just did a couple mags with the MPX. This is the brand new.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the X10.
Mike?
This is a 10mm P320. I've never fired 10 mil, so we're gonna load it up and we're gonna try it out. Hopefully I don't have to buy one, but I'm probably gonna have to buy one.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, this is gonna be an expensive trip. I can already feel it. Sorry. It feels.
Oh, no worries.
I'm just shooting because I want to shoot. I can't shoot at work, but I can shoot after work at work.
Gotcha.
X10. I was wondering what the heck it was.
It definitely feels different than that 365.
Rightfully so. That was a much better group, though.
Yeah, I just, as I get more comfortable with
Much
it.
better group.
I'm not that popular.
YouTube.
Have you seen me?
Yeah, shit, I know your shit. You're amazing. You and John Franco are the two guys center state. Yeah, this guy's got one of the most badass Fords ever made.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, badass. We'll talk again soon, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a perm mem here? Are you a member here?
I probably will be.
Okay, yeah, join up.
I mean, it's a small world. You just look at that guy. He says,
Recognized you.
and I'm not that popular at all. Like, I'm not a big timer. I'm not even a little timer.
Right.
It's just part time. He's like, oh, from the snowblower.
Yep. How weird is that?
That's crazy. So almost done here. We're shooting the P210 target. Instructors are nice enough to critique and help give me some pointers on my pistol skills, as I think my pistol skills are a little lacking, a little subpar, and already got a pretty dramatic improvement in the groups. We'll go ahead, finish this mag up, and I'll probably get on out of here. It's been a great day. I pulled the first shot, not good, but the next four are right there, which is a big improvement for me because I wasn't that good with pistols. Still not that good, but a lot of improvements. It was awesome to get some range time here. Really nice for these guys to let me come by. Really appreciate that. So let's pack up and we're out of here. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Sig Sauer Experience Center experience as much as I did. This place is world class. Everybody inside was so polite, so courteous, offering to help you out, taking the time. Now, of course, the place is not fully open until this Friday. It is going to be crazy here. But I absolutely love this place. This is quite literally, this is, you know, men don't grow up. Their toys just become more expensive. Until next time, thanks guys.